Hi grade 3, today we're talking about inventors and how you can be an inventor. Inventors have a really cool job. They look for problems and then think of ways to solve those problems called solutions. Today, you are going to think of a problem that you want to solve and then think of a solution or a way to fix that problem using magnets. You are going to be filling out something that looks like this in your seesaw activity. It has 3 questions on one of the pages. First, it asks you, what is the problem you are going to solve? I've decided that since I am also an inventor, I want to solve the problem at my house. At my house, I have some spices, and those are different things that you use to flavor your food. Where I put my spices on my spice rack, it's broken right now, and it doesn't work very well. And all of the spices are a huge mess. That is the problem I want to fix. So I have come up with a solution, or how I will fix that problem. My solution is I will put magnets under a cabinet and on top of my spices so then they can stick together. And then hopefully that will make my spices more organized and easier to find. The next question is, how will you be using magnets during your invention? I will be using magnets by putting them under the cabinet and on top of the spices. Let me show you what I'm talking about.
Wow, I have a lot of spices and they look pretty messy. Look at all of this. There's too many of them and this is broken. Maybe I can fix this problem using magnets. I'm going to try to solve my problem by putting magnets up here and see if I can stick my spices using a magnet on the lid to the cupboard. Let's see if this is a good solution.
Now that I've showed you my problem and explained my solution, there are a couple of challenges that we need to talk about before we solve the problem. First, we need to talk about time. How long will it take, and will the effort be worth it? I think that my solution will take about 10 minutes to complete, and I think that's worth it if I can make the mess less messy in my spice rack. The cost. How much will this invention cost, and will it be worth it? It will cost about 80 baht for the magnet strips, and then I think it will be worth it because 80 baht isn't that much, and it'll really help solve my problem. The materials that I will need to make my solution to my problem. I will need the spices that are at my house, and I will need the magnet strips that I will put on top of my spices and under my cabinet. And any limits that I might have, anything that might cause problems in my invention. Heavy spices need stronger magnets, so if my container of spices is heavier, I might need a stronger magnet to use than just the magnet strips. Let's see if my invention works.
It worked! The magnets are sticking to each other. Now I can do it with the rest of them and solve my problem. What a great solution.
Awesome! It worked! Now it's your turn. In your seesaw activity, you will see an activity that is just like this. You will be inventing and creating a solution to a problem that you've discovered. First, make sure you read about finding problems and solutions in your seesaw activity. Then create your own or discover your own problem that you want to solve and your solution. Write out your answers just like how I did. Then read about the challenges that you might face as an inventor about time, cost, materials, and limits. Write your answers in your seesaw activity. You will have today and Friday to work on this experiment or on this invention. When you're done, please send a picture or a video to your teacher. If you are not able to make your invention because it is too big, make a small version of it called a model so we can see what your idea is and what you're thinking about. Also, if you don't have magnets at home, you can still make a model and then maybe just use a black piece of paper or something as a magnet holder instead of using actual magnets. But if you have magnets, please try to use those in your invention. Have fun!